Californian authorities have uncovered an alleged secret lab in a warehouse. We are talking about a lab full of mice, medical waste, and hazardous materials. Officials found nearly 1,000 mice bioengineered to catch and spread the coronavirus, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Think of the most dangerous infectious agents in the world. For example, HIV, hepatitis, E. coli, malaria, herpes, and the biggest one, the coronavirus. All of the viruses I just mentioned and many more have been found in a secret lab in California. This was in the city of Reedley. And officials say that they have never experienced such a discovery in over 2 decades. And it seems like the lab had a special inclination towards one virus, that is COVID-19. Authorities say the illegal lab contained nearly 1,000 bioengineered mice. And what was the purpose? The company which operated the lab, Prestige Biotech, said that the mice were genetically engineered to catch and spread the COVID-19 virus. You heard that right. The scientists were definitely working towards something big. Reports show that certain rooms had several vessels of liquid and various apparatus. And authorities say that they found blood, tissue, bodily fluids, and serums.
The United States has announced a $345 million aid package for Taiwan. It's the first major package from the Biden administration, drawing on stockpiles of its own weapons for Taiwan. The U.S. will send air defense systems, firearms, and missiles. The package also includes training for the Taiwanese military. Taipei says the U.S. aid will be an important step in its defenses against China. Beijing has criticized the deal. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province, which is part of U.S. territory, of its territory, rather. Taking place here. In your estimation, does this make war more likely?
All tensions, all military confrontations will make a war more likely, yes.
And so we set an ambitious goal to cut our greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2030. And to reach net zero emissions by 2050. Think about the impact on something like public health. When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
President Biden is now renewing his vow to protect gender-altering surgeries for children and insulting those who disagree. Just listen to what Biden had to say about the lawmakers pushing to block kids from these procedures.
Our fight is far, far from over because we have some hysterical and, I would argue, prejudiced people who are engaged in all what you see going on around the country. It's an appeal to fear, and it's an appeal that is totally, thoroughly unjustified and ugly. It's wrong that extreme officials are pushing hateful bills targeting transgender children, terrifying families, and criminalizing doctors. These are our kids. These are our neighbors. It's cruel.
It is cruel, Mr. President, to allow children to undergo life-changing surgeries and take puberty blockers that aren't even approved by the FDA for that use.
At the center of the latest Pride Month controversy.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you. Saying transgender activist Rose Montoya is now barred from future events. It all happened at what was the largest Pride celebration in White House history.
Happy Pride Month.
Montoya posting a reel on Instagram showing her at the event, shaking hands and posing for selfies with the president.
Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor.
Then after
published a few days ago, I should say, what they found. What are your thoughts on it?
Something that I always have, anything that hits the news wire like that, they are wanting you to see it.